Undefeated featherweight Movsar Evloev didn't hold back when blasting Dana White, accusing the UFC president of sabotaging his championship dreams. Evloev slammed White for being manipulative, claiming the UFC boss is actively trying to prevent him from reaching the top of the sport. He made it clear that he feels White has no respect for him. Evloev also dropped a bombshell about his fight with Arnold Allen, which he won by unanimous decision according to Evloev. Dan Lambert, the owner of American Top Team, was sitting next to White during the fight and later revealed that White was even watching instead. White was reportedly focused on an American football game, showing little interest in Evloev's fight. Evloev went on to accuse Dana White of placing bets on other sports, while at his own event further asserting that White cares more about money than actual talent. Dana doesn't care about real fighters, Evloev said, expressing frustration over how he's been treated despite his undefeated record and undeniable skill. He believes that White's behavior is a clear attempt to diminish his ambitions of becoming a champion. Evloev continued by detailing the conversation he had with Dan Lambert after his victory over Arnold Allen. According to Lambert, he was sitting right next to White during the fight and saw that White was more interested in watching a football game than paying attention to the action in the cage. Evloev believes that White may have missed his entire fight, only catching a glimpse of it when the referee stopped the action due to illegal punches. Lambert allegedly told Evloev that White described the fight as not the most fun fight of the night. Evloev was clear in his response, saying, "I'm not here to entertain you, I'm here to take the belt, and I will take the belt, I promise." Despite his impressive fighting ability, Evloev's style remains underappreciated by some fans, but he's unfazed, continuing to call out top fighters like former champ Ilia Topuria and take shots at Dana White, who he feels is holding him back from his rightful place at the top. Chael Sonnen believes a potential fight between Jon Jones and Alex Pereira could be more competitive than expected, especially after Pereira showcased improved wrestling against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313. While Pereira's unanimous decision loss to Ankalaev slightly dampened the hype surrounding a possible showdown with Jon Sonnen, still sees promise for the Brazilian. He highlighted Pereira's major positive from the fight: this wrestling defense. Pereira successfully stuffed all 12 of Ankalaev's takedown attempts, demonstrating significant growth in his ground game and silencing critics who doubted his ability to defend against high-level wrestlers. Sonnen feels that Pereira's defensive skills have evolved to a point where he's no longer an easy target for wrestlers. Ankalaev's game plan of relying on takedowns failed, showing that Pereira can handle the pressure. Despite the loss, Pereira's growth gives hope to his fans, and with a few adjustments, he could find success in a potential rematch with Ankalaev.
Alex is supposed to be somebody that you can go take down and beat up, particularly if you got a wrestling background, particularly if you got a wrestling background from Dagestan. That's the story. He never went down once. He showed takedown defense. As a matter of fact, you don't get very far when you start talking about Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. You just don't get there because we know that Jon can throw him down and beat him up. Like, that's just something that Jon does so well. He can throw people down and then beat them up. Well, you go watch this fight and you go, well, hey, you know what? It turns out that old Alex Pereira ain't so easy to take down. It was really interesting. Alex Pereira really showed some stuff. That entire narrative that he can't wrestle and he can't defend is now gone. Is Ankalaev a man of his word? Does he get credit? Because his words were that I'm going to stand up and I'm going to kickbox with him. I'm going to beat him in the stand-up. That's exactly what he did. But he tried to take him down. Does Ankalaev get credit for being a man of his word? Because what he said he was going to do is exactly what happened. But the intent was something else, wasn't it?
Scene Strickland didn't hold back when revealing some intriguing details about his backstage encounter with Jon Jones and his brothers at UFC 309. After Jones defeated Strickland shared that he ran into the trio backstage, where Jon was with his brothers who were giving him mean looks and seemingly trying to provoke him. Strickland felt the tension, hinting that they were looking to start something. Although the situation did escalate further, the encounter fueled Strickland's growing animosity toward Jones, especially given the awkward tension that surrounded their brief interaction. But the drama did stop there. Strickland went off on Jon Jones, accusing him of being a fake Christian and calling out his past criminal issues. He criticized the champion for projecting a wholesome image of redemption, while his actions ranging from DUIs to domestic violence allegations don't align with the persona he tries to portray. Strickland even suggested that Jones hides behind his faith as a shield to cover up his wrongdoings. For Strickland, the contrast between Jon's public image and personal behavior was too glaring to ignore. Known for his outspoken nature, Strickland's latest outburst is just another chapter in his controversial persona.
If I had to sculpt somebody, you could not build a better athlete for fighting than Jon Jones. Minus the coke and smacking pregnant women, and then steroids and, minus all that, the steroids and smacking pregnant women and bro. I heard he's a really nice guy.
Oh, great. He was great to me.
Unless you're in a Vegas hotel. It makes me laugh, dude. I was at a fight and we fought. And I think he had a brother or dad and they're just sitting there mad dogging me. And I'm like, bro, why are you guys mad at me? Did I hit the pregnant? No. Did I smack his wife? No. Did I do the drugs? No, dude. Why I go so hard on him? If he were to just be like, guys, I'm a piece of shit. I try not to be, but I'm a piece of shit. Then I'd be like, but he tries to Trojan horse you, dude. He talks about God and as he's doing coke off a stripper. Be like, be the fucking villain, bro. Yeah. You are a villain. You are not a good man. You are not a decent man. You are a piece of who is one of the best fighters in the world. Next time you hit a pregnant chick, bro, just drive faster.
Caio Borralho has called out Khamzat Chimaev, making it clear that he is ready to face anyone in his pursuit of a UFC middleweight title shot, even if it means stepping into the octagon with his former training partner. The Brazilian middleweight made waves during his recent appearance on the Jackson podcast, where he expressed his confidence and willingness to take on Chimaev. Borralho did just throw out the challenge. He explained why he believes he holds advantages over the undefeated fighter, reflecting on their time training together in both Sweden and Las Vegas. Borralho revealed that he learned a great deal about Chimaev's fighting style and strategy. He spent several weeks working alongside him, paying close attention to his tactics and how he manipulates his opponents. Borralho believes this intimate knowledge of Chimaev's system could give him an edge in a potential fight despite having helped him with his own preparations. Borralho emphasized that while he was assisting Chimaev, he was always observing, gathering valuable insights into how to counter the undefeated fighter's aggressive approach. With this call-out, Borralho has firmly thrown his hat into the ring for a major middleweight showdown. Confident that his understanding of Chimaev's game could lead to a significant advantage, he's ready for a challenge. I think I have advantages. Because I studied him a lot, I was paying attention during training. I was helping him for sure, but I was also paying attention to everything. Borralho, thanks for watching and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.